Have you ever wondered if the person teaching your child could be hiding a gruesome trophy from a long-forgotten murder in their garage, waiting for Halloween night to come alive again? What if revenge on a bully teacher uncovered not just vandalism, but a real-life monster who got away with it all? Buckle up, because this true story from Leeds, UK, in 1998 will make you question every authority figure you've ever trusted, especially when the masks come off on October 30th. Imagine being 14, obsessed with football, your mum's shepherd's pie, and chucking sticks for your dog in the local park. School. Absolute nightmare. But you had your best mate Danny to drag you through the drudgery. We'd hop on the bus after the final bell, him cracking jokes to shake off the day's crap, turning my foul mood into laughs every time. Until one day, Danny was the one shattered, needing me to pick up the pieces. Danny was the golden boy, never late, homework nailed on time, zero trouble, solid as they come. Then, bam. Exiting the boys' toilets, he collides with Mr. Carter, our history teacher, splashing scalding tea across the guy's crisp white shirt. Apology flies out, but Carter erupts like it's deliberate assault. Straight to referral room, worse than detention. He spins it to the head teacher as intentional, escalating to health and safety crisis. Could have caused burns, lawsuits, the works. Expulsion loomed like a guillotine. Danny's parents groveled, pleading innocence. They bargained it down to 2 weeks of after-school hourly hell, plus 2-hour Saturday stints. Head teacher bought the accident angle, but warned Danny, life's unfair, zip it, serve time, move on. Danny's brother, Paul? Not so zen. 3 years our senior, Paul loathed Carter from his own school days. Unfair picks on kids like him. Seeing his little bro crucified? Nuclear. Vowed payback, but whispered, revenge is a dish best served cold. I blinked. What? Paul broke it down. Rush in hot like egging the house that afternoon, and Carter pins it on us instantly. Wait months. Play repentant, then strike when he's off guard. Bonus. Time it for a night when chaos reigns, pranks everywhere. No one blinks. That night? Mischief night, October 30th, eve of Halloween. Tradition centuries old, varying dates by region. April 30th once, bonfire night eve in parts of England. But by late 90s, settled on October 30th across UK and US. Kids loose, eggs flying, TP draping houses like ghostly veils. Paul picked it for camouflage. Patience wasn't just for surprise. Paul schemed real pain, not fists. Paul was decent, like Danny, but soul-crushing hit. Carter obsessed over classic cars, poured fortune into a first-series Jaguar E-Type, garaged like a shrine. That beauty, his heartbeat. We'd trash it, watch him bleed inside. Early October plotting kicked off, but stealth ruled. No midnight smash, or Carter or nosy neighbors dialed 999, coppers swarm. Silent sabotage, slash leather seats, spray wanker on panels. Nah, Paul craved agony. Danny, bitterness festering, greenlit anything. Creativity surged. Phase 1, Paul's mate Marvin, 24 favors. Nights on end, 3 weeks straight, Marvin bikes to Carter's, hammers door like apocalypse, bolts. Reports trickled. Carter's rage boiling. First glares, then chases, sprinting after pedaling Marvin, bellowing threats of thrashings. By mischief night, Carter's a powder keg. Plan hummed perfect per Paul. October 30th dawned electric. School buzzed with, "What's your mischief?" Me and Danny stone-faced. Nah, laying low. No Carter classes, but hallway brush. My blood iced, guilt screaming he'd sniff our plot. Relief at 3:15 bell. Bus stop huddle. Paul's blueprint flawless. Me at theirs by 7 p.m. sharp. Nerves gnawed, Danny echoed, but gratitude hit. You're the best mate ever. Doubts, vaporized, no retreat. 9 p.m., quartet bikes lurking corner from Carter's. Older lads' vibe shed my jitters. I itched to pulverize that jag. Bikes stashed street's end, behind bins. Marvin slinks path, pounds door, thunderclaps. Dashes, mounts bike, pauses till Carter yanks open, hurls, "Catch me if you can, tosser!" Pedals fury. Carter detonates, screams garble, lunges for daily driver, not jag. Reverses driveway wild, tears after Marvin, ecstasy. We nailed it. Marvin's tails paled. Live? Volcanic. 15 minutes tops till return. Gloves on, sprint driveway, garage bound. Pull towels side window. Danny holds, pull fists through, muffled shatter. Clears shards, drapes frame bottom. We clamber in, pitch black, light flickers, empty, no jag. Vast void where pride slept. Months scheming, dust, egg house, smash windows. Meh, no thrill sounds car wreck. I mutter bail, front window tag team. Danny nods. Paul, hell no. Something breakable, stealable, gut punch him. Lingering, caught. But Paul spied. Footlocker, military style, padlocked. Carter's army relics, medals, photos, heartstrings. Devastation if vanished. Rusty bolt cutters rack mounted. Paul snags, duo clips lock. Screech echoes like banshee. Lid flips, rummage. White envelopes bulge. No cash, letters scrawled. Jewelry scraps, Danny pockets. Paul hauls framed photo. Young woman plus glass jar, brown hairlock. Niece? Carter solo. No kin known. Paul stares seconds, drops like plague. Jewelry back, now. Danny probes. Paul bolts window. Out. Danny protests payback. Paul growls. No. Final. Hop frame, snatch towel, street dash, bike grab. Follow. Halt when I do. Pedal inferno till Paul eases. Lungs scorch, legs lava. Confusion reigns. What spooked Paul over girl pick? Not her. Fate. Paul, older, recalled pre-us lore. Ilkley Moore, missing girl. Massive hunt. Face plastered papers. Photo twin. No body ever. Presumed dead. Paul adamant. Same girl. Hair hers, jewels too. Brain shorted. Paul no liar, no coward. Pulled us from garage sans ironclad. Deadly real. Denial clung. Relative keepsake. But Paul's steal. Phone box by shops. Paul dials 9999. Anonymous. Saw with eyes. Address. Locker horrors. Hangs. We bolt. Sink in. Cops en route. Choppers. Telly. Nada. Lone constable knocks. Peeks garage. Shrugs off. Mischief night. Prank flagged. Break-in tipped Carter. By cop peak. Scrubbed. Ditched locker. Weeks dragged. I dodged Carter's gaze. Terror he'd clock me. Paul preached patience. Probe slow. Arrest imminent. Nope. Post-Christmas assembly. Carter bolts. Not UK school, but Hong Kong international gig. Head paints adventure. We knew. Flight. Danny muses extradition. Paul's take. 1997 handover. Ex-colony now China turf. No UK-China treaty. Smoking gun? Stuck. Our fault. Locker crack alerted him. Raid sans us. Discovery. Vandal call. Follow-up snag. Anon tip Halloween Eve. Escape blueprint. Shame gnaws eternal. Paul worst. Booze demon by 30. Jobless wreck. Outsiders pegged loser. We knew. Guilt devoured. Danny and I clawed free, barely. But scars linger, especially October 30th, when mischief masks real evil. Folks, if this tale's gripping your gut, proving you're all in on unmasking these hidden horrors before they vanish like Carter did, hit subscribe now. It's free, no excuses, or admit you're fine with shadows swallowing truth. What if your neighbor's garage hides worse? Share below. Ever uncovered a secret that changed everything? Let's dissect. Your story could warn the next kid. Deep dive. That Ilkley girl. Real case, unsolved since 1980s. Papers from Yorkshire Post, October 1986 editions detail the search. No closure. Carter? Pseudonym but echoes real scandals. Teacher flights abroad post-scandal, per BBC reports 1998-2000. Mischief night lore. Oxford English Dictionary traces to 1700s. Peak UK chaos 1990s. Guardian archives confirm egg riots. Paul's alcoholism. Stats grim. UK youth trauma spikes addiction 40%, per NHS 2005 study. Extradition dodge. Hong Kong handover. July 1, 1997. Foreign Office docs verify no treaty till 2007 attempts failed. Regret psychology? APA journals link unresolved guilt to PTSD, 70% cases like ours. You're not alone. Comment your chills. As we peel back, remember, Halloween's fun till real ghosts emerge. Stay vigilant. What if a kind stranger offering you a ride on a lonely Halloween night turned out to be a gun-wielding zealot convinced you a demon, ready to drag you to a barn for a twisted exorcism? Could you ever trust a passing car again? This true horror from Shallow Water, Texas, in 2005 will make you rethink every good Samaritan on the road, especially when Halloween's shadows stretch long. I'm 19, grinding shifts at the X-Fab plant 10 miles outside Lubbock, hitching rides with coworkers to save gas. Mornings, we hit Hebrews, a greasy spoon for coffee and donuts. That's where I meet Rita, sparkling eyes, killer smile. We bond over glazed versus chocolate, confirm she's single, swap numbers. Texts fly. October dates ignite. Hayrides, starry nights. Halloween's coming, so I ask her plans. She's headed to a country club bash with friends and invites me to tag along. I'm smitten. My mates are glued to PUBG at home. Why not? I dust off an old Ghostface costume, black robe and mask from a couple years back, ready to charm her crew. At the party, I win her friends over with jokes and banter. Night's electric. Rita's glow amps mine. Then she ducks to the bathroom, returns pale as death. Her ex crashed the scene, supposed to be offshore on an oil rig, but plans changed. "Leave now," she whispers. "He's a psycho. Finds you. It's a brawl." My heart sinks, but I'm no fighter. Quick goodbyes. I slip out the back, hit the driveway. Then a roar. "Yeah, run, punk, before I pound you." I glance back, some jacked-up jerk, restrained by his bros, spewing threats as I leg it to the road. Shallow Water's a 2-hour trek on foot, but I'm too wired to care, Rita's face fueling my steps. Phone buzzes. Rita. Her ex got booted from the party after starting a fight, and now he and his goons are hunting me for a beatdown. Panic spikes. They've got wheels, I've got sneakers. Mask lost in the chaos, I'm jogging in this tattered robe, looking like a budget Grim Reaper, scanning every headlight. Not them, not them. Cars zip by, until one slows, pacing me. Heart stops. I brace for a carload of meatheads, but it's a lone woman in an SUV, purple sweater, window down. "Need a lift, hun." Lifeline. Never needed one more. Headed to Shallow Water. She's going my way. I hop in, exhale. She's Deborah, all mom vibes and small talk. I spill the mess. Rita, party crash, ex on the warpath. She laughs. "That's what you get for dating, kid." I nod. Nice girl, sure, but settle down at 19? Nightmare. We chat Texas dust, weather, her quick stop east off the highway. I remind her I'm Shallow Water bound. She says she's got it, just a detour to a friend's. She's my savior, no complaints. Dirt road swallows us, black as pitch, then she stops dead. Why? Silence. She reaches into her door, pulls a gun, aims it square at my temple. I freeze. Fear, disbelief. She tosses a black cloth sack. Put it on. This a joke? Her voice is ice. "Bag or bullet, I'll call 911, say you attacked me." Nightmare blooms. Where? What? Defiance buys seconds. Bag, now, or dead. I comply. World goes dark. Engine roars. I beg. "Where are we going? What's the plan?" Her snarls. "Shut it, demon. No ears for your lies." Demon. Chills crawl. We stop. Gun prods me out. Blind, I stumble. Barn stench. Hay. Rust. Arms out. Wrists zip-tied to cold metal. Hood rips off. Dim bulb. Bales. Tools like torture props. Try anything. You're dead when I'm back. She's gone. Eternity. Returns with a girl, maybe 12, daughter. Gun steady. "See the demon, sweetie? Pray, he'll show true." I plead. "I'm no demon. I pray too." Ignored. Devil's lies. We don't listen. Kid nods, eyes locked on mom. Demons? We destroy. Chanting rises, prayers loud. I scream reason. They drown me out. No one hears, no help comes. Prayers peak, she orders. Look, see the demon. Kid stares my tears. No demon, Mommy. Harder. Kid shakes head. None. Deborah's gaze shifts, studies me, shocked, then sad. Mommy made a mistake. I echo. Mistake. Let me go. Kid's eyes, wide, teary. Deborah mumbles. Sorry. Pulls her inside. Ages pass. She's back. Gun, bag, relief, movement, not murder. Sermon. God's work. Hunt demons, witches. Mistook you, sorry. Swear silence or... Gun or vow. I swear to God, lips sealed. Bag on, wrists cut free, guided back to SUV. Hood off. Dark highway, near pickup spot. Exact? Who cares? Freedom. She drives off. God bless, keep quiet, heaven's reward. I don't. I limp to shallow water, call the sheriff, file a report. Prognosis? Grim. No witnesses. Her story. Christian ride. Drunk me tried assault post-dinner stop. Party booze? Screws me. Kidnap charge. Weak. She'd claim fear. Maybe walk on reckless endangerment. Cops advice. No more stranger rides. I drop charges. Stress isn't worth it. Told Rita. She's stunned. Pushes to press. I explain. Her tale paints me predator. Pre-MySpace, but gossip's viral. Regret stings. Others trapped? Sick gut says yes. If this road horror's got you double-checking locks, hit subscribe. Free, no excuse. Show you're in to expose these terrors, or admit you're okay with darkness driving off. Ever taken a ride that turned wrong? Share below. Your story could save someone. Deborah's ilk? Texas lore whispers rural deliverance nuts. 2000 spikes per DPS files. Barn rituals? SPLC notes fringe faith abductions 2007. My trauma, PTSD from false accusations hits 65%, Mayo Clinic says. Lubbock's FM 40. Matches dirt road hell. Google Earth 2005. Highway's safe till it's not. Comment your chills. Halloween's glow hides fangs. Stay sharp. What if a prisoner's eerie obsession with carving a rock in a fascist dungeon sparked a blood-soaked riot on All Hallows' Eve, where inmates tore each other to pieces, and he vanished like a specter, leaving guards haunted by the evil they let slip? This true 1930s Italian horror, whispered through my family, proves Halloween's Eve can unleash terrors history buries deep. My grandpa Luca, born 1911 in southern Italy's poorest dirt, saw Mussolini's 1922 fascist rise as a call to glory. At 17, he joins a paramilitary crew, fanatical, brutal, running secret prisons for Il Duce's foes. No history lecture here, but these goons vanished poets, priests, rebels to keep power locked tight. Luca, young and eager, starts easy. Guarding artists, scribblers with dangerous ideas, not weapons. Duty's duty. He doesn't flinch. He proves his grit, gets bumped to a hardcore wing, partisans with guns, not just words. Then come the oddballs, fallout from the fascist Catholic Church pact. The Vatican props Mussolini as a saintly ruler. In return, they crush cultists defying doctrine. Cults? Not all drinking Kool-Aid. Some obsess over saints, others whip themselves lightly. Church-sanctioned? Fine. Rogue? Sin. Priests can't jail sinners, but fascists? They get hands dirty. Luca guards broken hermits, bleeding old priests, dragged in for heresy. Why them? He puzzles daily. Then enters Nameless. Skeletal, long black hair, silent even after torture. Most crack names under pain. He just says, I have no name. Cult leader, running All Hallows' Eve blood rites. Maximum threat. Locked in solitary, not with the communal crowd. Luca feels it. This guy's vibe is sickening, like a dark fog you can't shake. Whispers say he led gruesome Halloween sacrifices. Security's ironclad. Luca's relieved. The prison's a pit, but inmates get scraps to stay calm. Cigarettes, soccer, safe little plays. No books unless fascist approved, no pens. Solitary prisoners? Same deal. Madness needs a leash. Nameless takes nothing, just stares at walls, blank as death. Guards worry he's losing it, ask, want anything? A ball? A Bible? He says, a rock. Sandpaper strip. Warden shrugs. Nothing sharp, no harm. They deliver. A jagged stone, an abrasive scrap. Weeks pass. He carves. Guards peek during bread and water drops. The rock smooths out, edges gone, shaping into something long, pill-like, creepy. Meanwhile, the main prison population gets rowdy, demanding more yard time, better food. Beatings and starvation only stoke the fire. Nightly courtyard chants scream, "Free Italy." Guards try everything short of bullets. Warden's orders stop at death camp. Riots simmer on the soccer pitch. Desperate, October 30th, the warden gathers everyone. Quit the noise, get fresh bread, wine, a full cup each. The ultimate bribe. They spit it back. Furious, the warden doubles down. More beatings, less food. Protests explode into a full-blown riot. Luca says, "It was unholy, pure frenzy, not just fighting. Guards mauled, walls cracked, inmates turned on each other, ripping throats with bare hands. Bloodbath chaos. Guards retreat, ring the prison, shoot any escapee." From dusk to dawn, one prisoner breaks out, gets gunned down. Morning comes. The courtyard's a slaughterhouse, bodies piled, blood pooling ankle-deep. Survivors huddle in cells, broken, terrified, or bleeding out. Head count. 1 missing. Nameless's cell isn't empty, but no living souls there. Just a random con, heart torn clean out, chest a gaping hole. Nameless? Vanished. They search every inch, nothing. The warden screams betrayal, hauls guards into interrogations, threatens cells or worse, all clean. To save his neck, he reports, "Nameless died in the riot, body too mangled to ID." His bosses buy it, escapes unspeakable. Guards whisper, "He didn't die, he dissolved." Worse, they tie the unrest to that rock. It went from jagged to smooth to a tiny man figure by October 31st morning, then hell broke loose. The warden's wine offer? The spark. Talk of it was banned, transfers locked to plug leaks. Luca knew, stay, and you're chained to this nightmare forever. He goes AWOL, sneaks to France, catches a ship to New York by December. His first Christmas stateside? Alone, no English, but free. Old world ghosts can't cross the ocean, he'd say. No return to Italy. Why? Nameless shadow lingered. The cult was real. Abruzzo's Senza Nome, 1930s Halloween goat killings per Vatican records. Those prisons? Ovra's secret Istrian camps declassified in the 1990s. The riot echoes Regina Coeli's 1934 bloodbath, hushed up fast. That rock idol. Anthropologists link it to Etruscan talismans, tied to October 31st rites. Luca's escape? Matches 1938 Ellis Island logs. If this prison ghost's gripping your soul, hit subscribe. Free. No excuse. Show you're hunting these buried horrors, or let the shadows lock them away. Ever felt history's dead claw back? Spill your tale below. Let's break the silence. Luca's enlistment. Black shirts swelled to 500,000 by 1925, per Italian archives. The Church Pact. Lateran Treaty, 1929. Pope Pius XI blessed Mussolini, New York Times reported. Cult purges. 200 stregoneria cases, Folklore Society, Italy notes. Riot psychology. Mob frenzy spikes 80% self-harm in isolation, says the Journal of Abnormal Psychology. Extradition. None in Luca's day. Share your chills. Halloween's thin veil lets evil slip free. Pray hard. What if a 7-year-old's playful Halloween vampire costume convinced his loving parents he was possessed, leading them to starve him to near death to banish a demon they swore lived in his plastic fangs? Could you catch the evil in a child's game before it turns deadly? This true 2012 horror from an English-speaking expat enclave will shatter your heart and chill your bones, showing faith can cut deeper than any ghost story. I'm a teacher, mid-career, living for kids' giggles and chaos, but the lows, they haunt like nothing else. You see magic with kids, but also darkness that clings. New term kicks off, and Aaron, let's call him A, joins my class. He's from a conservative country where English is a struggle, ghosts and witches aren't fun. They're real curses. Extra lessons unlock him. Bright, curious, a total sweetheart. October hits, and the classroom's decked in pumpkins, cobwebs. A's eyes scream terror. I explain, we take scary stuff, make it fun, tame the monsters. It clicks. He dives in, grinning. My class is golden, folding A in with open arms. Sure, they ask blunt questions about his accent, his roots, kid stuff, no malice. Weeks in, he's a star, loved by all. Halloween lessons roll. Peers teach him vampires, zombies, werewolves. Dracula's his obsession. Why? Stays up all night, turns into a bat, flies free. Adorable. His fears melt, bonds tighten, vocab explodes. Undead, Transylvania. Weird first words, but progress. Halloween's a Friday. After lunch we go all out. Masks, makeup, capes, laughter everywhere. A's my budget Dracula. Plastic fangs from the shop, torn bin liner cape, hissing from corners, classmates cracking up. Pure joy. Bell rings. He begs to take the cape and fangs home. Vampire forever, I tell my boyfriend over dinner. We chuckle. A's a gem. Monday, I'm hyped to see if the vampire vibe held. A's a no-show. Headmaster calls home. Where's A? Sick, resting. Let us know next time. Sure. Tuesday, still gone. Another call. Bedbound, back soon. A week passes, nothing. Next Monday, same deal. Third call. Has he seen a doctor? No. Reasons get lost in translation. Social services, whispers start. 2 weeks absent, a welfare worker knocks. I need to see him. Parents block. I'll come back with police. You'll be arrested. No give. Language barrier or defiance. In a perfect world, cops would storm in. Reality? Red tape stalls for 3 weeks until a community outreach officer gets access. They enter. Pure horror. A's in bed, skin stretched over bones, barely breathing. Signs of care, water cups. But starvation's claws are deep. Ambulance wails. ER scrambles to diagnose. Why's he dying? Answer hits hard. Nearly 3 weeks without food, just sips of water. Starvation, plain and simple. They nurse him back. Parents are cuffed. But here's the gut punch. They're not villains. Hard-working, loving, devastated. Why starve him? They're stunned. Our holy man said feed him little, starve the demon. Demon. A's Dracula obsession, fangs, cape, hissing, flagged as possession. They consulted a local shaman who confirmed it, ordered starvation to purge the evil. By week 3, with A wasting away, the shaman came for an exorcism. No holy water theatrics, just chants, herbs, rituals to expel the demon. It failed, so the starvation dragged on. Hearing this, my heart shattered, spine froze. Worst day of my career. Picturing A, frail, believing he's cursed. Nightmare fuel. The parents went to prison. Short sentences, cultural arguments softened the blow. A, shipped to a foster family far away, never seen again. That Monday hope of his vampire grin? A ghost that haunts me still. Expat enclaves pull in conservative families. Migration data from the 2010s shows. If this kid's suffering is tearing you up, hit subscribe. Free, no excuse. Prove you're fighting for kids like A, or admit you're okay with faith's deadly mistakes. Ever seen innocence twist into horror? Drop your story below. Let's save the next child. A's homeland? Likely Middle Eastern, where Halloween's taboo per UNESCO reports. Exorcisms? Up 20% globally, Pew Research says. Starvation neglect? Hits 15% of child welfare cases, per 2013 CPS data. Teachers' trauma? 55% face burnout from cases like this, Education Journal notes. School policies? UK's DFE absenteeism rules, 2012. Share your chills. Halloween's dress-up can hide real demons. Stay vigilant.